Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hollywood, and today is day 128 of my 200-day posting streak goal. And today, I'm giving my top 10 favorite actors who are Gen X. So that's from 1965 to 1981. So before I give you my favorite Gen X actors, feel free to share your favorite Gen X actors down below in the comments. And let's begin. Number 10 is Jessica Chastain. I am a big fan of Jessica Chastain. She has become one of my favorites over the years. And I loved her performance in Interstellar and The Martian and Zero Dark 30. And I just think she brings a lot to her performances. Now, coming in at number 9, I'm going to go with Jake Gyllenhaal. I loved him as Mysterio. I loved him in Nightcrawler. I loved him in Brokeback Mountain. I love him in Zodiac. And I just think he has just a lot of fun screen presence. Now, coming in at number 8, I'm going to go with Heath Ledger. And, rest in peace to Heath Ledger, who, was gone way too soon. And, yeah, he is one of my favorites. Even though I haven't even seen that much from him, partially because he didn't even have a very long career. But I loved him, obviously, in The Dark Knight. I loved him in Brokeback Mountain, and I loved him in 10 Things I Hate About You. And, yeah, I just think he was overall an amazing actor. And, yeah, it's just a shame he was gone too soon. But he would be my number 8 on this list. Now, coming in at number 7 is Ben Affleck. And, it's a shame with some of the rough things going on with Ben Affleck recently, as, he recently lost his mom, and he's had all these public divorces. However, I do love Ben Affleck as an actor. And he is my 7th favorite of this generation. I loved his interpretation of Batman. I know it's mixed. Some people love his interpretation, some people hate it. I thought it was great. And I especially just loved the Snyder Cut of Justice League. And I loved The Town. I loved Air. I loved Good Will Hunting. And he just did a great job in those films. Now, coming in at number 6, I'm going to go with Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman was once higher, but over time there are a few actors I like more, but I still love Hugh Jackman. I thought he was great as Wolverine. I loved him in Les Mis, and I thought Les Mis was just really good. And I thought he was great in The Prestige. And overall, I just think Hugh Jackman brings a lot to his performances, and I just think he is a great actor. Now, coming in at number 5, I'm going to go with Josh Brolin. I loved him as Thanos. I loved No Country for Old Men. And I thought he did great in The Goonies. And he was also only in his teens. And yeah, he did great in The Goonies. But for me, really, what really cements him here is last year with Weapons, Wake of Dead Man, Knives Out, and The Running Man. He was just great in those films. And yeah, Josh Brolin is just an amazing actor, and he will be my top number 5. Number 4, I'm going to go with Matt Damon. Matt Damon is just truly amazing. I loved him in The Odyssey. The Odyssey was just so good. I loved The Martian. I loved Interstellar. I loved The Departed. And I loved Air. I loved Good Will Hunting. Overall, Matt Damon is just a one-of-a-kind actor. And he is one of the best of this generation, as well as my 4th favorite. Now, coming in at number 3 is Edward Norton. I first saw him as Hulk in The Incredible Hulk, and I didn't really care for The Incredible Hulk. But after seeing Glass Onion, Knives Out, I thought he was great in it. Birdman, and especially Fight Club and Primal Fear, which were just truly out-of-this-world performances. And also, I loved him in A Complete Unknown. I think Edward Norton's a fantastic actor, and he is also just one of my favorites of all time. Edward Norton's truly just an amazing actor, and he's my 3rd favorite of this generation. Number 2 is Robert Downey Jr. One of my OJE favorites. I loved him as Iron Man. I loved him in Tropic Thunder, and I loved him in Back to School when he was also only in his 20s. And then, his performances in Zodiac and Oppenheimer were just truly one-of-a-kind performances. They were just awesome performances. And yeah, overall, I just think Robert Downey Jr. brings a lot of charm to his movies. Now, coming in at number 1 is Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio is just truly a generational talent, and he is just so memorable. From The Wolf of Wall Street to Inception to The Departed to Catch Me If You Can to Titanic to Killers of a Flower Moon to One Bell After Another to Shutter Island, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as well. Leonardo DiCaprio is just an amazing actor, and he's one of my favorites of all time, and he is my favorite of this generation. Now, thanks for watching. Feel free to share your favorite Gen X actors down below in the comments. And this is day 128 of my 200-day posting streak goal. Now, thanks for watching, and peace out.